What is up, and welcome to the club. This is episode 28 of the 8-Bit Clubhouse podcast. I am your host, Mr. Hambone Johnny, and with me tonight is the illustrious, the splendid, the man with a plushie for every day of the year, Mr. Drew. And as you will notice, there is no Bob Cousy tonight. Bob Cousy, Mr. Kevin, is on vacation, and we wish him well, him and the family. But it's just the two of us, so that's what you guys have to deal with. So, yeah, Drew, what's up, man?
I mean, you say you weren't ready for the intro. I feel like you kind of were ready because you kind of killed it pretty good there.
All right. Not at the Coos level, but I'll take it. I'll take it.
Coos energy, he blows us away sometimes. Not a lot going on. The weather sucks. We're now in February. We're in like the heart of winter. I feel like it just snows every week. It's cold. It's miserable. You don't want to leave the house. On a side note, everybody that's been ordering merch, thank you. It's starting to roll in. I'm starting to see it. Look at these nice little coasters.
Oh, wow.
Look at these coasters.
Did you order high gloss on those? Because those are fresh.
They are fresh and glossy. We got, look at these rolling in. We got stickers. We got these look at these shiny stickers.
Incredible.
We're getting there. So
Drew does know his coasters.
I know my coasters. Another great thing, for those that did order merch, I don't want to splurge and spoil it, but I think it's going to be a little bit cheaper than I originally told you. I'm not here to make money. I'm here to make you guys wear our merch. So once I get the final numbers, I think I will let you know. I got a coupon. Drew, the coupon king, came through with a coupon. I forget how much it was, but the good news is it will be a few dollars cheaper than I originally quoted at.
The coupon king. All right, I'll remember that next year when I have to do the intro again.
Yes,
when Kuz is gone next time.
Drew, the coupon king.
Awesome, man.
What about you, Hambone? What's new in the Hambone life the last 2 weeks?
Dealing with the same thing, man. It's cold. It's cold. I ordered. It's so cold. I ordered you're supposed to say, how cold is it? It's cold.
How cold is it?
Yeah. I ordered a new jacket from Amazon.
Okay.
I just needed a new parka. The one I had was kind of old and shot. I didn't want anything too expensive. So I just went on there and ordered whatever from there. It was like $50-$60. And I ordered a men's large, it's pretty standard size. And it comes in the mail. And it's a large Japanese size, which equates to a medium men's in the U.S., which I always think is
we're fat.
interesting. We're fatter and larger generally, apparently. So I tried it on. It was close. And then I tried it on with the sweatshirt, and I said, nah, I got to send it back. So I did. And the magic of Amazon, the next one comes 2 days later. And here I am. I'm a man with a new coat. But yeah, it's super cold. Apparently, it's supposed to get up above freezing at some point this week, but not today.
We have like the bay is freezing over. It's just constant cold blows. It blows. It feels like it used to be when we were kids. I mean, the last 15 years we haven't had that much snow. Hasn't been that cold, but like we're in the winter. Winter is here. Winter is here.
Yeah, winter is upon us.
Speaking of that. Little side note: have you been watching the new Game of Thrones show?
Dunk and Egg, or
yes.
Night of the what are they? Is it Night of the Seven Kingdoms? Is what it's
Dunk and Egg. So I've read the short stories. The short stories.
I read the book too. I did not. I have not been watching it. Is it good?
It's great. I love it. My wife's like, "This is boring. Nothing's happening." I was like, "That's exactly what I want." There's a little bit of comedy relief, and it's just about Dunk the Hedge night. And the episodes are fairly short, like 30 to 40 minutes. And
in and out.
You should in and out. Yep. And you should give it a go. Give it a go. You could binge it in one night. There's only 3 episodes out.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I haven't been watching that, but I have been watching Fallout. Have you been watching that as well?
Yes, but I'm behind. I've only watched like maybe 4 episodes.
Same. I'm on it. I just finished episode 5, so I'm a little bit behind myself.
Okay.
So far, it's great, man. It really has been good. A great follow up to season 1. The storylines are pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I like everybody else is out of the vault. Maybe, who knows? Some people, at least. So I'm really really intrigued on that storyline with Norm
Mm.
and his crew. To
Now,
see
not to foreshadow, but you've also been playing a little bit of the game, so you're really diving into it.
yeah, I'm trying to get
Mm.
into it. We'll see. I think well, so far I like the show a little bit better than the game,
Really?
but yeah, I mean, so far so good.
Huh.
Um, yeah. Other than that, I just kind of have been watching a bunch of anime on the side too.
Anime, huh?
My Hero Academia finale was a few months ago, so I'm getting
Mhm.
caught up on that. Watching some more Dan to Dan. I just started Free Ren. I've got
Have
2 episodes
you
into that.
what I think we've talked about this. What's the show that's like kind of Dungeon and Dragon anime, but also like World of Warcraft? It's the guy from Lord of the Rings, Dominic. What's his name is in it? Something. Is it? We'll
I'm
come back to
struggling
you.
here. Come back to me on
Because
that
this is a
one.
show I think you would like. That's why I'm bringing this up. Something Monica. Something, I don't know. I'm gonna find it.
Find it for me. But yeah, I mean, I was gonna say you're pretty smiley for a Patriots
Mm,
fan. The day after the Super Bowl, do we want to get into that a little bit? I'm
we
curious to see.
should.
Did you watch it from home? Did you go to a party? You guys do any fun like food stuff?
No, we didn't do anything too crazy. I stayed at home. Kids watched it. Evan was really into it with me. The girls went upstairs. They weren't, but Evan was really into it with me. Uh, so we watched it. I let him stay up to like the third quarter ish. He's never really been into it till this year. It's tough. I mean, the better team won. Bottom line, the better
Yeah,
team won, and it sucks. But the Patriots, they did not play well. I mean, the defense played fine. They played like they're
defense
supposed to
played
play.
amazing.
But
Defense played great.
you can't not get any points. And what is the first three quarters? I think they were pointless.
They didn't score until the fourth quarter. Yeah, that was
Yeah, it's.
brutal.
I mean, Drake May. I mean, Campbell sucked from the offensive.
Their O line lost it for them for sure.
I mean, right from the start, Drake May was just like scared, and he should be because he kept getting sacked.
Yeah,
And so every play, he's just like looking over his shoulders. He's. I just wish. I feel like, and I'm by no means a football coach, professional. I don't even really know the game that well, but I will say, I feel like we didn't coach like we coached all season. Like May needed to sit in the pocket and like run a little bit more. I feel like they didn't want him to run. They were afraid he was going to hurt or something. And I know he was a little injured and not feeling well, but like just he could have done a couple 4 yards, 7 yards. Then he opens it up first down. Let's throw a deep pass. Like change it up back and forth. But instead, it was like let's just sit in the pocket and they're just going to rush, 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 and it never got going. And
yeah.
it was
Yeah, I always think it's interesting, like the color
tough to watch.
commentators throughout the game and sort of some of their insights. Where we had Chris
Yeah,
Collinsworth, like in the third and fourth quarter, once they started opening it up a little bit, um, spreading out the field. They're like saying, "Oh, they should have been doing this from the start." But
yeah.
I also
Easier to say, yeah.
I see it from the other perspective too, right? If your O line's giving up all that, to the defense, then you've got to provide a little bit more, blocking and stuff with your tight ends coming
Yeah,
up a little bit stronger formations. But yeah, man. I mean, Seattle was a team. We saw them a couple times.
yeah,
I'm a Niners fan, so we watched them kick our butts this year a couple times, and in the
yeah.
playoffs, like they were a good team, man. They
They
were a
were
really good
tough.
team, and sitting here, in sort of Giants, Jets, and Patriots land here in the New England area
Yeah.
where I live, people talk so much smack about Sam Darnold all those years.
Oh, I know.
That poor guy couldn't get anything right as a Jet. He move it
Nothing.
around and a backup on the Niners there for a year.
Yep,
Great year
Minnesota,
last
right?
year in
Yeah.
Minnesota. They shipped him off, and man, like what a
What a
reclamation
story.
story for that
Yeah,
guy.
I
What
I
a
agree.
story. Good for him.
But yeah,
Uh,
as far as
Super Bowl
food and
champion.
stuff, I didn't really do anything too crazy. I had some pineapple salsa. That was pretty good.
Oh yeah,
We had some chips. We had the normal stuff. I think we had Domino's earlier, so we had some leftovers. Um, Nothing
yeah.
crazy. I had a beer or two for myself. But what about you? Did you eat anything? Watch the game at home or?
Yeah, we watched the game at home. Steph and I were on the couch, just kind of hanging out. Owen
Yep.
had no interest in it. I think he was playing Fall Guys or something upstairs during
Nice.
half the game. And yeah, nothing too crazy in terms of food. We made baked potatoes. Well, Steph made baked potatoes, so I had that.
Nice,
That was pretty good. We did them in the air
nice.
fryer. I haven't done that in the
How
air
was
fryer in a
that?
while. It was pretty good. It took
Yeah.
just as long as the oven, so I'm like, I don't understand
Mm.
the benefit of it, but I guess not
They
heating up the
say
whole
what you
house.
can microwave them. I never really tried that though.
Yeah, I don't know, but the
Just to
skin
see.
did come out nice and crispy, so that's good.
Yeah.
I'm somebody if you know prepare the potato nice, salt the
Mhm.
outside, give it a little bit of oil. I'll eat the skin, like I'll eat the whole
Yeah, yeah,
thing. I'm
yeah.
not somebody who's just gonna what's the
I
inside.
I thought of you the other day because I cooked the famous teriyaki stir fry
It's the
that
best.
that
You
when
should
you
have
came
called me.
over.
I would have came up.
You could have. I thought it was Friday night. We had
Yeah,
nothing going on. I was like, I'm stir
perfect.
frying it. Of course, Darth Platypus, per usual, came to the rescue. He was right. The
Always.
Legend of Vox Machina. Have you heard of it?
I have heard of it. I have not watched it, but I heard it was good.
It was good. I don't know how many seasons there are nowadays, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah. I'm always if you guys are out there, Darth, I'm sure has got a list for me, but if you guys are out there, have got show recommendations for us, send them our way. Would always love to check out some new stuff. I'm probably the only nerd that will watch anime out of the three of us.
Mm.
So focus those recommendations my way. But yeah, no, it's all
Well,
good, man.
then, did you watch the Lord of the Rings one, the War on Rohirrim?
Oh, I did. I went to the movie theater for that.
Yeah, so good. That was
It
so
was really good.
good.
That was a beautiful looking movie.
It was so cool.
So
The
good.
opening scene with the hawk or whatever it was, and it was
Yep.
whole movie fantastic.
Incredible. All right. Well,
That's it.
you wanna get into it?
Let's do it. Let's get into it.
As usual, we've been playing a bunch of games, and I don't see either of it on either of our lists. But since Darth is in the
Yes.
chat, just a quick shout out. Last week, per usual, we played some games on stream. We went back to
Mhm.
Lego Party. We had the
Yeah.
three of us, and we had that fourth chair, and Mr. Darth Platypus joined us for a lovely game of Lego Party. Super fun. Thanks, Darth, for coming along and dealing with our shenanigans. But I think we all had a good time. So
We did. We did.
yeah, it was just a blast there. But yeah, how about you tell me what you've been playing, Drew?
Yeah, let's do it. So Arc Raiders, I can't put it down, Hambone. Like, this is a game that I mean, I got to be 170 hours into it, and I almost wish they would stop with the updates. I wish they would stop with the weekly trials. I wish they would stop doing the new projects, the new maps, because I'm gonna just keep playing it as long as that exists. I can't stop playing it. It's comfort. It's the ease of just going in and doing a 20-minute run. It's it's just the run into a random person and say, "Hey, what's up, buddy? How you doing today?" And it's just I can't stop. I have so many other things that I need to be playing, but I I have PlayStation time typically in the weekends, like mornings between like 8 and like 11 before my day really gets. And like this is what I do. I play Arc Raiders. I can't. I don't know. I don't know what to tell
Yeah.
you. It's
So what's the latest update? Because I haven't touched it in 2 weeks.
so
The
they doing
project, are you done with the project now?
no, this project is significantly harder than the last one. Like I'm stuck right. I'm not stuck, but the next thing I need to do is get like 12 spotter relays. Which sure, I could go in and just farm this, but it's tough. You know, the bombardiers there, but it gets harder. You need like 5 like matriarch cores. You need queen cores. Like
Oh
it's tough.
wow.
There's some tough things. The last one I had to do was like respiratory masks, which I don't think I've ever even seen in my life, but I had to go like the test anets and I kept farming them. Um, yeah, so they're trickier things to
I
find
like
with the
seeing that.
project. And then the trials of the trials, you know those are just always shifted around.
Yeah. I was doing those for a while. That was kind of the trials were keeping me coming back to Arc Raiders, but for
Yeah,
a while I'm like I just don't see the rewards. I don't think they're equal to what they're asking you to do for some of those.
I agree. And to be honest, I don't even know if I care about the rewards. I think I'm just enjoy get the 3 stars. Like I did it. I just enjoy it. I'm in there playing the game. Then we go, and it gives you an objective, right? So if there's no objective, I agree. I'm not going to play the game. There's no point in me just going into a random map to play. Like there's no fun in that because there's no point. Uh, but yeah, still playing it.
Cool.
Baldur's Gate 3. I am continuing my mission, playing with my buddies. They tried to pull a quick one on me the other day. It was like, oh, we're gonna play twice a week or 3 times a week, and I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. We agreed to Thursdays from like 7 to like 10:30. Nice 3 to 4 hour span once a week. That was the plan. Don't try to deviate. And so we're there. We're doing good. We just fought some witch. We went to like her lair down her house.
Oh yeah, the
Was,
creepy
yeah, it
witch.
was tough.
Yep.
We beat her though. That was fun. We saved the girl that was burning in the cage.
Oh, good. Yeah, because there's a couple options you can do with her. You saved her.
We did. We saved her. Yep, we saved her. So yeah, I think that was the last thing that we did. We're cruising. I think I'm level 4 or 5.
That's pretty
Yes.
good for Act Act 1. That's
Yeah.
so you're a cleric, right? So I just want to back up for a second so you got you and 3 of your buddies are playing?
Yeah, 4 of us total. Yep.
4 of you total. So Drew's the cleric, so
Yep.
you're healing and dealing some
We
magic
got
damage here and there.
We got like a orc warrior of some type. I'm not sure exactly what it is. His name is Grundle.
Grundle, yeah,
Grundle.
perfect. Awesome.
We got a devil-looking warlock dude,
Cool.
which is probably
Like a tiefling
Tiefling.
warlock. Yeah.
And then we got I believe, either a dark elf or half elf hunter or ranger, whatever they're called.
Oh, cool. Like a range, yeah.
So pretty good.
Good mix.
Pretty good mix, yeah. And
Nice.
yeah, we're cruising along. It's
You
fun.
liking it so far?
The game.
Any drive to like play it by yourself, or is this just a game you're playing?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I can't because I play Arc Raiders if I have time, and I still have
Sure.
Guard of War to play. But I think like I played the tutorial before I even started playing, so I had my feeling on the controls and stuff, and then I played the tutorial the first time. I'm like, I don't know. It's like I didn't love it, but now that I'm back into the open world concept, it's great. I love the combat style. I will say playing with the other 3 people is both a blessing and a curse in the way of like 2 of them have already played the game multiple times. They're doing everything. They are worrying about all the supplies. They're moving stuff between my inventory and their inventories and like, oh, I picked up this. I'm going to drop it in yours. You don't need that. I'm pulling it out of yours, which is cool. If you play multiplayer, you can control each other's inventory.
That's nice. Yeah.
They're worrying about like the long rest. They're doing all the supplies. The only thing that they are letting me and another guy do, which I do like, is like, hey, why don't you walk down the path first? Because it's going to start a cutscene and then let you make the choices. And sometimes,
that's nice.
Sometimes they'll be like, you do what you want, but like maybe I wouldn't recommend choosing option 3. I'm not going to tell you why. If you want, you can, but like if you want to, like, just I would recommend not doing it. So yeah, like that's how we've been kind of playing, which is nice because we only play for 3 or 4 hours a week, so I don't want to spend time going through inventory and doing all that crap if I don't have to. Like they can just say, you don't need that, you need this, let's move on. So that part of it is nice. But yeah, I can see why so many people love this game. The replayability is just endless, and I do feel like there's that hierarchy storyline of, you got this thing in your brain. But besides that, I just feel like we're doing all these little side quests. Like we had Van Helsing, we have the witch, we did a couple other goblins things, like, which is awesome. But I don't really know what's happening, I guess, from a hierarchy point of view.
Yeah. So you've had 2 or 3 sessions thus far?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. It'll start to make sense over time. But that's cool, man. That is cool. I think you hit it on the head, right? It is super replayable. So if you get the urge to go and re-roll another character and get in there and make different decisions, or maybe you want to play like a jerk next time, right? You can and kind of have a different experience. So that's cool, man. I'm glad you're liking it.
The Sword of Ditto, Mormo's Curse. I talked about that. I haven't had time to play it really lately because when I want to play it, Evan's playing on the Switch, and then it's just whatever. But still cruising along. And then lastly, I picked up Dragon Quest VII Reimagined. So I love the graphics. It's just such a smooth game. I mean, I'm only like 3 hours in, so it's kind of a long ways ahead of me. I put the combat on like the fastest mode. Voice acting is incredible for this game. I'm really enjoying it. I'm not far into it, but it's a lot of fun. I don't really know a lot about Dragon Quest VII. So I don't really know what to expect around the storyline or any twists or turns or anything like that. But it's fun. I mean, it's
That's
a simple
cool.
Dragon Quest game. Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, Dragon Quest is for sure a blind spot in my gaming history. Played a little bit of 11, but aside from that,
Yeah. Well, that's I
not
think
really much
11
of
is where
anything.
I found it. That was my first one, and I really enjoyed it. Played the entire 100+ hours, and then I saw this one. I was like, I love this art style. I want to jump all over it, and so back here again.
Awesome.
But
Sounds
that's
good.
it. What about you?
Did you play the demo?
I did. Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
so yeah, so that carries over and everything.
yeah. It did, but it didn't.
Oh,
I may have screwed it up. I don't know, but it said we found a demo save. I think Jesse's in the chat. Jesse, let me know if I did something wrong. But it's like, thank you for playing the demo. Here is some bonus rewards for playing it because we see your saved file. But I didn't see anywhere to like load it, and I started over. I mean, I only played like an hour, and I think I cruised. I got back up to that point in like 20 minutes because I didn't
oh,
have to read all the
that's not
dialogue.
bad.
It was so fresh. So yeah, I mean, I played an hour, but it's like, yeah, this game's for me. I'm gonna buy it, and then I just kind of went off on it. But I didn't see it. I don't know. Maybe I did it wrong. I don't know.
Time will tell. Maybe.
Time will tell. How about you?
Yeah, yeah. I've got a lot going on over here as per usual. So, first up on my list, I'm still playing Cult of the Lamb. I have re-rolled credits on Cult of the Lamb, the base game, but I got to tell you, Drew, there is so much more to do. Not even just with this Woolhaven DLC. Um, they added, I think, 2 or 3 different DLC packs just through the cycle of the game the last couple of years.
Okay.
Um, so I built all the old buildings that you probably would have seen when you played through it. But now there's this, I think, Sins of the Flesh DLC. So now I've created a brew house. So I'm getting all my villagers a little sloshy there. And I also am taking confession from my villagers, so they
Hmm.
can tell me about all their sins.
Yeah.
And I also have this drum circle, which I can send in my villagers to, and I think they get naked and dance around. Pretty great.
Incredible.
There's leaves covering the
No, no.
bits.
Yeah, this
Uh,
is a PG-13 game.
yeah, mostly right. But all those 3 things are now generating sin from your villagers. So they give you loyalty and devotion, and they give you sin. And now the sin that you're generating, you can do different things with. You can craft other buildings. You can craft upgrades for your temple. So now I have all these different like fancy pillars in my temple to do my ceremonies and all this crazy stuff. And that's not even talking about the new Woolhaven DLC. So there's all this different stuff.
Okay.
There's actually another set of challenges and trials that they've introduced with the original 4 bosses that you can go back and rerun again. Um, Loving all of it. I will say
Mhm.
it's making my journey to get another platinum in Cult of the
Oh,
Lamb very
jeez.
difficult. So I got it originally on PS5. I'm playing on the PS4 version now.
Now, why are
And
you doing that?
for the trophies,
Uh,
for no real
so if
reason.
you if you play on a different PlayStation version, it
You
counts as
can
like a
you can get a
totally different.
double. Yeah, you can like double platinum. So I've done that on like Elden Ring and Night Rain and a couple of games here and there
You
that I really
double
like.
dipping son of a gun.
Double dipping son of a well, I wanted to restart a playthrough. I wanted to start a fresh playthrough for the Woolhaven DLC, and I said, well, if I'm going to do that, I
Well,
might as well
might
get
as
some
well
more
trophy
trophies.
it up.
Yeah, I might as well trophy it up. So who knows? My journey to platinum may or may not continue.
What was
Regardless,
the
I
big platinum problems with that one? Was it a tough one?
um the biggest platinum problem now is that you need to collect all the fleeces. So the fleeces, if you remember, are the different capes that you wear that give you a different like power up
Oh, okay.
as you enter a run. So one of them is like a white fleece, and what that'll do is it'll give you 4 tarot cards, and the tarot cards are your
Oh, yep.
upgrades. Um, so that's one of the old ones, but so you can't collect tarot cards during the run, but it'll give you 4 random ones at the start of the run, and you're sort of powered up early,
Okay.
and you're giving up, your later power ups. Another one is it'll give you for every enemy that you defeat, it'll make your attack 5% stronger. But if you take a hit, it'll wipe out your damage, and you take double damage to that. So that's the one I've been using, the Golden Fleece. But they've added leases now.
Ooh.
And the only way to get those is by doing and engaging all this extra content and getting the talismans that you need to
Okay.
unlock them. So that's going to be the biggest hurdle if I want to go ahead and do that. What I'm doing now is actually I've gotten to the Woolhaven DLC piece. So there's this new story where you find out that you were the last surviving lamb in the world, and you go to find like this winter god and all like the dead lambs that have been around, and basically you're climbing this mountain to fight a big wolf, pretty much, who has now taken over the mountain. It used to be the Lamb's Mountain, and you're trying to just uncover a story of like this guy who's here sort of taking your place, but there's also this weird rot that's growing over everything, and the
Okay.
wolf doesn't seem to be in control of the rot, so I think it's this evil like winter god. I'm not sure what's going on, but there's a whole bunch of new buildings to craft. There's a new sort of element that you need to manage in your town. So if you recall, needed to manage sort of like the cleanliness. So
Yep.
can't have animals pooping and puking on the ground. You got to
Can't
clean
have
that up.
that.
Can't have you
that.
having that. You got to
Can't
feed
have that.
them, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, you got to feed them. And then you have to manage your loyalty or your devotion. That was sort of
Yep.
the old school. Now, because it's winter, they've introduced this sort of like blizzard concept. So when a blizzard is happening, none of your crops grow. Your
Oh,
people don't want to work because they're too cold. So you need
fair.
to get this special, I think it's like rot burn is the material. So you basically need to collect rot burn to put it in this furnace to clear away the winter so that your town can function normally.
Okay.
So yeah, there's this whole new element. It's pretty difficult, right? People are dying. There's new villager forms. There's rotted villagers that apparently can't get cold, but they just like look like hamburger meat walking around your town. It's really weird. And then you also can get like you can be a rancher. So I've got some sheep or a goat. No, I have a goat, and I just unlocked the llama. So I'm collecting wool from the llamas. It's a good time. It's a good time. So yeah, that's Cult of the Lamb, Woolhaven. I'm gonna keep playing that. I'm
Nice.
probably halfway through the DLC. I don't know. I heard it's about 8 hours long, and I've played it for
Okay.
3 or
That's
4
pretty
hours so
good.
far. Yeah, I'm having a good time. Still playing Helldivers 2.
Nice.
This is my new obsession, of course. I've been talking about the last few
Yep.
weeks. Last week they came out with the new War Bond, which is a set of different gear and power-ups and skins that you can get for your character. It's called Siege Breakers.
Okay.
It came out with this big hammer. If you've watched Fallout, you know that big like the hammer that the dude hits the other guy over the head with. It basically is like one of those. It has a giant explosion on the end of it. So there's that and a bunch of other cool stuff coming out of the Siege Breakers War Bond. So I've been messing around with that. But yeah, man, just further enjoying that game. I'm impressed. 2 years later after launch, they're still putting
Yeah.
out
That's pretty
content for
sweet.
it. They just put a video out today, I think it was, about a new enemy type being introduced into
Okay.
the automatons, which are like the Terminator like bot enemies.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
these
Yeah.
cyborgs, so like half human, half robot. That looked pretty wild. I haven't gotten a chance to try them out yet, but yeah, for sure, I'll keep playing it. I think I'm at level
I really
62.
want to play this game, Hambone. It's just like I just don't know if I can start over and commit to another game like this right now.
I don't blame you.
I
I,
just there's
I,
and
don't- I don't
we're
blame
gonna
you.
talk about it later, but I think I really wanted to play this, and I thought I was like, it's not even about the money. I was just like,
It's
I'm
a time
still
commitment, man.
it is, and I'm still slowly playing Arc Raiders, and I'm trying to like get off of that game, but
Yeah,
it's an
to
addiction.
clear your schedule and not have something else fill it up immediately.
But this will just take over even worse.
100%. This is what
Yeah.
it's going to be.
Yep.
So it'll be there waiting for you. They're going to still keep putting out content for this thing for probably years to come. So whenever the itch happens, let me know. I'll dive with you as well. So
Nice.
that's that. Um, in addition to sort of those main games, I guess I'd say, I'm playing a couple other games. The first of which is Arzette, the Jewel of Fairmore. Now, Drew, you need to look up this game because it's
I
absolutely
already
ridiculous.
copied
I
and
saw you
pasted it.
copy and pasted it from the notes. It is a new-ish game. I think it came out in 2023,
23?
I want to say. But it's a 2D side scroller
Yeah.
in the style of the old Zelda CDI games.
Yeah.
So it's sort of made to look like shit, to be perfectly honest with you. But the controls are pretty tight. But the cutscenes are just I'm editing myself. They're
You're
wild.
speechless. You're speechless.
I'm speechless. They're so crazy. It does that thing where it does like the weird effect with the eyes that it's sort of like a bunch of bullseyes kind of working out towards you. You know what I mean? Like when you see it and like, oh, do this or do that, and the guy's coming right into your face in the screen. It's like so weird. The voice acting is off the charts into the moon. Like a lot of people were doing substances, I think, when they created this game is sort of where I'm getting at. But the story itself
Okay.
is pretty decent. Like Arzette, which is the princess that you're controlling, is a pretty good character.
What
Are
made
they
you
eating
pick
on?
this up?
When did I pick this up, or how
No,
did I?
what made you?
I've been hearing about this game for like 2 or 3 years, and it was on sale for $5 around Black Friday, and I picked
Yeah,
it up,
yeah,
and I
yeah.
was like, you know what? Now it's time to start. It's a short game. It's like 3 or
It's a
4
it's
hours.
a 2D side scrolling,
2D
like
side
old
scrolling.
school
Yeah, old school. You do
platformer
yeah,
type. Yeah.
platformer, exactly. So you unlock different skills and power-ups as you go, but your one slash, right? You're just slashing straight out in front of you. You can't attack up or down.
Okay.
It's just whatever way you're facing is that's where you slash your
Oh,
sword. So you've got sort of that old school game style about it, but I just unlocked a gun. So same thing. I can only shoot forward. There's no aiming. It's just shoot where
okay.
you want to shoot. And the levels are like pretty fun to figure out. Like there's little hidden passages and things that you want to just try. Like you have to like duck. You do like the duck walk thing, right, where you push down and walk to the side. There's little hidden
Yeah.
passages you have to find there. I've gotten stuck a few times. I'm absolutely using a guide when I get stuck. Like I'm not
Nothing wrong with
trying to
that.
spend a million hours in this game, but I'm having a okay time with it. Would I recommend it? No.
But you're committed.
But I'm committed at this point, right? I'm halfway through. I might as well see it
Yeah,
through.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So yeah, that's Arzette. Yeah, beer's in the chat. Kuz is on vacation, my friend. He'll be back next week. Don't worry, we didn't kick him out forever. The other game that I think is a really awesome stream game, if you or Kuz ever actually get into it, it's called The Exit 8. So
Oh, I've
this
heard of this one. This is the
you pro-
Subway one.
it's the Subway one, and I think they just made a movie too, or it's coming out soon.
Didn't I think Tim from Nintendo Dads has talked about this.
I'm sure he has. This has been out.
Somebody on
around for a
Nintendo
while.
Dads has.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I mean, look up images. Look up like just generally what the game's
Yeah.
about, but don't look up a walkthrough. Like the fun is actually experiencing this. So
Oh, they are making a movie.
without spoiling it, the game starts and you're placed into a subway, regular subway. There's posters on the left hand side. There's some doors and some vents on the right hand side, and there's a guy who's walking down towards you. And it doesn't give you any sort of direction. You just walk. And then you walk some more, and then you turn a corner, and then all of a sudden you realize you're back in that same hallway of the subway. And you're like, oh, what the heck is this? So you do the same thing. You walk again and you walk again. And then you turn that corner, and then now you see a sign that says exit 0. And it tells you like 3 or 4 things. Basically, it gives you the instructions of the game. If you see an abnormality, immediately turn around and walk the other way. If you see nothing wrong, keep walking. And
Okay.
that's all it gives you. And then it introduces weird stuff. It's a psychological horror
Yeah.
experience, basically, where weird stuff happens, different sounds. Yeah, just one very obvious thing. The fun part is finding what those anomalies
Sure.
are, but the one obvious one is like if the lights start flickering and get turned off. Like, oh, well, that's weird. That didn't happen. And so you just turn around and keep going. And then as you turn that corner, there's that sense of like, did I get it right? Did I miss an anomaly? Was that not an anomaly? And then if you turn that corner and you see exit 0, go to exit 1, you got it right. And you just keep going and keep going until you get to exit 8. It's about an hour long. It just dropped on PS Plus. So if you have the extra tier, this is free.
Yeah.
If
Play on a
not,
weekend morning.
it's $4. I played this. It was some night at like 11 o'clock. Everybody was asleep. The wind was howling at night. I had the fire going. The dog was right next to me. And I swear I felt so bad for the dog. There were so many times where I'm just like, nope, that's not right. Turn around.
So it definitely has that horror feel.
Yeah. There's nothing like too scary, but there's definitely some like jump moments where you're like, whoa, okay, I'm out of here.
So Jesse's on the YouTube chat. He played this as well. So to his point, like if you're an hour in and you get to exit six and you mess up, like you're just there's still progression. You start the whole game over.
100%. You start the whole
And
thing
now
over.
when you start over and you go from 0 to 1, is it the same clue or
No, it's different. I think there's like 30 or 40
okay.
different variances. Um, so it's like
Yeah, or else you
there's
would have beaten the game in 20 minutes if it was the same
exactly.
thing. Yeah, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's going to be different. They switch it up on you. Some things are super obvious, others are not very obvious. I will say all the posters I think are in Korean or Japanese,
Yeah,
not English, right? You don't
yeah.
need to worry about reading a poster or that sort of thing. Like the anomalies will be obvious if you know where to look for them, but they're not like, oh, this poster said the 8-Bit Clubhouse podcast, not 8-Bit Clubhouse podcast,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's not gonna be like intricate stuff like that. They're gonna be a little bit more obvious than that.
Okay.
So yeah, I would recommend.
I kinda wanna watch the movie. I wonder if the movie's out.
Me too. I'm actually interested in it now
I'm
too.
gonna look.
So there is a sequel. I think Platform 8 is the sequel. So I've got that on my eye. One of these weeks when you guys aren't around to stream something, I might pull that out and play that on stream.
I
So
think the movie is out. It is a Japanese movie, so probably have to do subtitles. I don't know if you can watch it anywhere though.
oh
Let's see. Where to watch?
yeah, I'm curious.
It says on Netflix and Prime Video.
Huh. All right. I'll have to check that out then.
Oh,
Netflix and Prime Video.
wait, maybe not. Hold on.
Oh,
It's scheduled for release on April 10th, 2026, with potential
that's not
streaming
today.
options. No, but I think it was in 25, like a Japanese film festival.
Oh,
And
that
now
makes
it's
sense.
damn getting like a worldwide premiere, maybe.
That's cool.
Okay, maybe that's what's happening. I don't know. Quick research here on the fly. Research.
That's great reporting from the from the Drew desk. Good stuff, man. So yeah, so that was the Exit 8. A couple other games I'm playing on my end here, so we'll talk about it more. But Pragmata, a game coming out later this spring, got a demo on Switch and PlayStation, and I'm assuming Xbox. But I played it on PlayStation.
Did we know about this or is this new?
We knew about this. So this game was announced originally back when they first showed off PlayStation 5, like back in 2020. So we've known about this game for 5 or 6 years at this point. And a couple years ago at the Game Awards, that there was kind of a cheeky trailer where the Diana, the android girl in the game, basically was just like, "Oh, sorry, still in development. Like, check back in a couple years," or something kind of funny that she dropped there. And it was just a kind of quick, like, "Hey, we're still working on this game. Just give us some more time." So fast forward to I think it was Game Awards or somewhere around there. We actually got a release date for it. So it's April 24th, but they dropped some knowledge on us.
Yep.
This past week that there's a demo out there. So I tried it. Demo is anywhere from about 15 to 25 minutes, depending on how quick you
Okay,
get through
sure.
it.
Yep.
It's a 3D shooter action game, where I would say the shooting is part of the larger puzzle there for sure. It's a third person shooter, but the really cool, unique thing that they're doing here is this like hacking mechanic. So Diana is a robot. The setup is you're on a moon space station, and something's gone wrong, and all the AI robots think that you're an intruder, so they're trying to eliminate the intruder threat,
Mhm.
that being you. For whatever reason, you get paired up with this android Diana, and she's your buddy, and you're trying to solve the mystery of kind of what's going on and fight these androids that are trying to kill you, and sort of get back in touch with Earth to save you or something like that. They give you a very little bit of setup
Yep.
in the demo. It's basically puts you right into the action.
I mean, the
Um,
trailer, I thought it was like Iron Man or something. It showed like
yeah,
that close
it's
up of the
super
guy.
cool. Yeah, so he's in a suit, and then why he's in that suit is because he's on the moon.
Yeah.
When you move around, you're a little bit floaty, you're a little bit clunky because you're in this space suit. But what's really cool, sort of the other element is there's this like hacking mini game that you basically do with Diana. So as if you hit the L trigger, where you normally would like aim or zoom in on an enemy,
Mhm.
it opens up this hacking grid, anywhere from like a 4x4 to like a 5x5
Yep.
grid, where there's different nodes on it, and your goal, real time, as other enemies are coming at you, you have to pass through each one of the blue nodes to get to the green. and that basically weakens the enemy so that your shots are more effective on them. So it does a little bit of damage itself when you hack, but it also opens up the enemy to more severe damage from your weapons. So what's I think is also really cool is that it doesn't like pause time. It's not like, okay, you aim at something, you do the hack, and then you attack. This is happening like real time. So you have to
Oh,
dodge
geez.
and move, and none of the enemies, at least thus far in the demo, are like super fast or hard to get around. But it adds an element of suspense and sort of tension to things. So I think it was, pretty good. It takes you through a few different tutorials to kind of get used to the weapons, introduces your pistol and a shotgun and this like net capture gun, which is all really cool. And it culminates in a nice boss battle that is challenging enough where I got hit a couple times, but not so challenging that I died. Um, and yeah, I think after that, I'm in. I'm in
Wow.
when Pragmata comes out. It seems really cool. I haven't played a Capcom game in a while,
Mhm.
but I think they've got me on this one. It's right up my alley. So yeah,
Nice.
Pragmata. And then we were talking about games that just suck your time, suck your life away. Not that I need another one, but I've tried two. I've tried two games that are trying to suck my life away. The first, as you alluded to earlier, was Fallout 76.
Mhm.
So this is the online Fallout game.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, yeah. So this is the online one where you can kind of co-op and do quests, and there is a story that you can experience single player, but you can pair up with guys and do different events and different
Oh,
quests
okay.
throughout
I
the
didn't know that.
game. And honestly, I don't look up a review score. It's gonna turn you right off from that game, but
Why is it a bad review?
oh, it's terrible. I think it's got like a 56 or something on OpenCritic. It's terrible. But that's when it first came out. But it's had a lot of updates and changes since then. It's decent, right? It's a janky Fallout game. It's not the best gunplay. You're there for the sci-fi story and the post-apocalyptic stuff. And
Yeah,
of
yeah, yeah.
course, with the show, they have the ghoul is now in there who gives you some quests and some bounty
Oh,
hunter
cool.
stuff. So I mean, honestly, I've only played it for about 2 hours. I did a joint co-op mission and walked around and did some of the early questing. Um, it's not something that I'm gonna play a ton of, to be honest with you. I'll probably bop in and bop out when I'm in between games or looking for something different to do. It hasn't fully grabbed me yet, so that'll live on my PlayStation for a while. I may or may not mention that ever again. Who knows? And the other one that I've tried that I've seen for forever that I just never gave it a go is Final Fantasy 14 or Final Fantasy Online. I created a character. She's a marauder. I named her Leafa Tockhart. Uh, no relation to Tifa Lockhart, of course. She's her own person. Yeah, I just, to be honest with you, I haven't played an MMO in forever.
Yeah.
Um, I'm playing it on PlayStation, and
Okay.
the controls, I have not gotten a hang of it yet. I'm sure there's a way to optimize it or do something different, but I think that's really where my big hang up is trying to just figure out how I play this PC game with the controller.
And
Selecting
it's
things
MMO.
at
A lot going
y-
on probably on the
a
screen.
lot going on. There's a million people popping over. I've got quests, icons everywhere. I am overwhelmed. And I have not really given it enough time to really kind of sort through it all and figure out where I need to go and do all that stuff. So I created my character. I've walked into the first town. I've done a couple like little side quests to get me going here, but I haven't done any fighting yet. I'm still not even sure how I do that. It's a cool world. It's a nice setup. I think that
Yeah.
there's hundreds and hundreds of hours of content here. So if I can just break down that barrier of how the heck do I pick a thing up? And once can figure that out, I think I'll be in.
You better be careful with these games. These games will suck in thousands of hours.
I know, I know. That's why I'm a little trepidatious. I'm hoping it's something that I can just kind of check in at here and there if I get into it.
Yep. Do
As
your
of
own
right
thing.
now, as of right now, I can't even figure out the controls the best to use them. So that's kind of where I'm at on a Final
Nice.
Fantasy Online.
Back to
If any,
Fallout.
yeah,
Darth
go ahead.
wanted to know why 76 over 4 in New Vegas.
That's a great question. I picked 76 because if it was good, I was going to try to talk Drew into playing with me. Uh,
That's fair.
so that's kind of
Fair
where I'm
point.
at.
But
I did
obviously, it's not.
so far. I'm not. Yeah, I'm not giving you the Arc Raiders pitch on this one. I did try. So funny enough, I did try Fallout 4. I after the first season of watching Fallout,
Okay.
and in true Bethesda fashion, as I walked out of the vault, the game crashed and corrupted
Ah.
my save file. So I was like, all
Do
right, I
they
guess
do
that's
they
done.
so educate me, is 4 and New Vegas considered, like, the 2 best ones? Or they're just the newest?
I'm a Fallout newbie from a game perspective.
Yeah.
Fallout 4 is, I think, the newest, I want to
Okay.
say. Um, but yeah,
Okay.
sorry. But yeah, that's it. Rainer says Fallout 4 with mods was a great playthrough. Loved every moment of it. Okay. Maybe I should go back if 76 doesn't grab me.
Mm,
But all right. All right. So those were the games we've been playing.
yes.
Thanks for hanging with us. A couple more topics for tonight. First of which, I think Drew has a very interesting
Mm,
question for us. You
yeah.
wanna kick this off?
So I think you guys know me if you've been listening to my podcast over the years. I've always been a gamer that picks up a game and plays it to its completion and then move on. Now that I have a PS5, a Switch 2, I find that like I'm introducing a lot of other games and a lot of games that I want to play. My backlog is growing, right? Just this week I had decisions I had to make. There was Dragon Quest 7. There was Final Fantasy 7. There was PGA Tour 2K25 came out for the Switch. I have Arc Raiders. I have God of War still. Um, what else? There's another PS game. There's all these games, and I'm struggling to be like, and I don't know how you do it. You just mentioned all those games, right? And I mentioned a few of them, but I have a game I play with my wife. I have a game I play with myself. Like even right now, I'm overwhelmed with trying to play Dragon Quest. Dragon Quest is my game I play. Arc Raid is when I have time to play on the PlayStation. Baldur's Gate 3 is when I have my buddies, and then the Sword Ditto I play with the wife, and it's already overwhelming. I guess my question really is I struggle to play multiple games. I just like to play one to the end, and I think my problem right now is Arc Raiders. Like, I want Arc Raiders to just be there for when I want to just go play for an hour and I can play 2 or 3 runs. Like, I should be starting God of War, but I'm not. I'm logging in and I'm booting up Arc Raiders. And I don't know. Is it just the addiction is real, Hambone? Or how do you juggle like different games for different systems?
That's a great question,
Yeah,
and something I obviously struggle with. It you can give up some sleep. That's usually what I do.
that's fair.
Stay up a couple hours later to
Yeah,
help kind of juggle everything out, but then that's not good for you. I think you're starting from a good spot. Like if I've got a lot of different games going on, like I play Helldivers with my buddies. I was doing
yeah,
Arc Raiders with my buddies before that. Um, you know, other games. I'm never going to play two big open world games at the same time. Like
sure. I agree.
that's not so. Like something like look. If I get sick of my cult and I don't want to like do dungeon diving or whatever, I'm getting a little sick of that. Hey, I'll take a break. I'm going to go play some RZ, right? And just kind of bounce off to
Yeah,
here. They're different enough where it's like none of them are that intense, but I have no problem kind of switching between games like that.
yep.
Um, where and this was some of the reason why I fell off of Arc Raiders was that the controls were just different enough from Helldivers that I was not playing Helldivers the best and not playing Arc
Well,
Raiders the
those are
best. So
two
I
similar games too. Like those, you
similar-ish
get to
games,
pick
right?
one, right?
You gotta just pick one. I mean, I think the easy answer is there is no easy answer. It's just
No,
whatever. I mean, this is a fun hobby. You're gonna do what you want to
of
do to
course.
have good, have your time. But you've got this awesome list of games. So how do you kind of fit them all in?
Yeah, because I feel like as time goes on and I don't start. Here's the thing: the longer I wait on like God of War, it's like before I know it, the next multiplayer PlayStation game is going to be out, right? And PlayStation's a little bit tougher for me because I either stay up late to play, or if Evan's not playing on a weekend, I'll play. Switch is always nice because like Switch is mine. I can play it anytime I want. I can play it handheld. Like Dragon Quest 7 is the perfect game that I can sit on the couch and play handheld. Like I
Yeah.
don't need to play that game on the TV if I don't have to. I mean, I like to, but it's okay. I had to go bring my daughter to the theater today, and I was like, you know what? I'll take her because it's an hour and a half, and I'll just sit in the car and play Dragon Quest. And that's what I did, and like perfect for that. Um, so that's fine. I think the biggest problem right now is damn art creators. I need to just like
Yeah.
let
Just
it go. I think I need to just let it go, but I can't stop. It's
you know what? The same thing happened to me because it's like it's one of those games where you're just like, I need one more respirator. I'll just
yeah,
come in and then when you get your one more respirator, you'll come out with some other part that you need. Like, okay, one more, and it's just one more run type of game. You got to just say, hey, I'm going to
yeah.
do one run today, and
That's it.
that's it, and
You,
just move on.
you know what it is too. I think it's like the I don't know what the word is. It's not fear, but it's like starting a new game is very overwhelming, right? Whether it's any game. Like God of War, I know I needed to watch some recap videos of the old movie of the old games, and I need to get into there, understand the buttons, the controls, the gameplay. You know, the first 2 to 2 hours are going to just be introducing characters and stories and understanding. You got to get through that, and then I feel like once I'm through that, I'm like I'll be sucked right in. And I think it's the start of a new game. Like PGA Tour was the same way. Like I didn't pick it up yet, and I'm going to. We'll talk about why I didn't. But it's like same thing. You have to download it, you have to learn the controllers, you have to create a character, you have to start a career mode. But then after that, it's like bam, 20 minutes. I'm gonna go play 18 holes of golf and be done. But the initiation is not
It's
20
the
minutes.
initiation. It's the y what
I think
helps
that's the
me
problem.
is you've gotta pick a night and
Yes.
don't wake up and say today's the day.
Yeah, yeah.
Put a couple days out and say like, "You know what? Friday
Yep.
night, we're getting a pizza. I'm
Mm,
gonna crack a couple beers. I'm
yep.
gonna lock myself in the room, and I'm playing the first 3 hours of God of War, and that's
Yeah.
what's happening. And that I'm gonna make my night of it."
And
And
then after that, I'll be
and
wanting
as
to
soon as
play
you
it here
crack
and
that,
there.
you'll be able to you've got past
You're
that
right.
initial burn-in period, and you're good to go. So I think something like that definitely helps
That's what I
me.
need to do because then when I have 2 hours in the future on a Saturday morning, I'll be like, I don't want to play Arc Raiders. I want to play God of War.
Yeah, I'm
But
like
right
this far
now,
on the
it's like
quest. Yeah,
it's
exactly.
easy. I
It's
can
just
just
easy to
jump
pop
in.
in. It's
I'm in
just
there
easy to
playing
pop
a
in.
run within 5 minutes. I know exactly what I'm doing.
Do you know what I was doing during the halftime show yesterday?
What's that?
Not watching Bad Bunny. I snuck in a run of Helldivers
Good for
because it was
you.
easy.
It was easy. It was
I
easy.
just popped right in.
So I don't know. I think that's my problem I have. There's so many good games out there right now, and I want to play them all. And I need to just break the habit. And I think I need to just dive deep into a new game. Like you said, I like the idea of just this is what I'm doing. I'm going to grab some beers and I'm just going to go after it.
That's it.
So,
Yeah. So speaking of clearing your backlog,
yes.
sort of our big topic of the week really is our partner direct that we had last week with Nintendo. Lot of games announced.
Mm,
Some of which we knew, some of which are ports, some of which are brand new. I think
yeah.
we've got a nice list of games here to kind of chat through. Um, how do you want to do this? Do you want to just kind of go
Yeah, we
back and
listed
forth?
some of them. Let's just go
Yeah.
through some of them. Yeah, back and forth and see how it goes.
Cool. All right. Well, first of which, they let off the show with Orbitals. This
Mm,
is coming out summer this year. Think 80s anime style in sort of a It Takes Two or Split Fiction type of gameplay.
yeah.
Looks incredible. I am super sold on this. I think for me, this was the highlight of the show.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm through the moon on this game.
So I'm going to say this. I'm. It looks very similar to Split Fiction, obviously, but I don't know. I'm I'm not like impressed like everybody else is with
Really,
Orbitals. There's something about it that looks cheesy to me, and I know that maybe is what they're going for, but like this is like an indie studio, right? This isn't anybody big.
I think it's an indie studio, but they're published by Kepler. And
Okay,
Kepler, I think they had Expedition 33. So it's a big publisher. So maybe a
okay,
small dev, but they've got some weight behind the publishing arm of it.
yeah. I don't know. For some reason, I'm getting a weird vibe like that. This game could be a letdown or glitchy or so. I don't know what it is. Am I going to play it? I probably will because this is probably the perfect game to pick up with the wife. Because we
Yeah.
played Split Fiction and stuff, and it looks very similar. But I'm
I
not
will
like
say, yeah,
excited. I'm not
I'm
excited
super
about
high
it.
on it. I'm excited. I'll say I'm excited. Where I'm a little trepidatious maybe is something that I think both It Takes Two and Split Fiction did such a great job of is introducing new concepts in every level that you went to. There was
Yeah,
something new that you did, a different power up. I mean, there was the
agreed.
core platforming gameplay, but there was always some little twist on what you had to do. This game doesn't necessarily seem to have that. You're
Hmm.
the characters, and it's introducing these different power ups, whether it was like a laser beam gun or there was like 2 or 3 different power ups that they shared. Probably there's going to be more, but is that going to be it? And I don't want to say that is that going to be it, but like, how are they going to keep it fresh for 6, 7, 8, 9, a dozen hours of this game? If they
Yeah,
can do that, and if they can land that, I think I'm gonna be very happy with it. But that is something I'm watching to see, like, does it have the sauce like a Split Fiction does? And maybe that's not a
yeah,
fair barometer. Um, but I love that the art style. I think how they're doing the cutscenes and how it translates to the actual gameplay and how it's pretty much one for one is super impressive. Um,
yeah.
it seemed a little choppy in terms of like the movement, but I think that's the style that they were going for.
I think
Um,
so too. Reminds you of like a War Groove cutscene.
Yeah, yeah. So that's Orbitals. We don't have to spend too much more time on it, but I'm
Yeah.
excited, and I've
Yep.
already talked Kuz into playing with me, so that's fine.
There you
You're
go.
off the hook.
There you go.
All right. Next up is Valheim is something else that kind of caught our attention here. Drew wrote down Vikings in hot tubs is sort
I
of the
mean,
highlight
that
here.
was the highlight for me. I mean, this looks like you're just living. It's like Sims, but as a Viking.
The Viking, yeah.
Now, this
I,
is a game that's out there on Steam or
it's been out
somewhere.
there for a few years now. Yeah.
Yeah. Um,
Um,
I don't think I'm interested in it, but I thought it was an interesting game.
Yeah, this is another one where I'm curious. It's like a big game. It's known not to run super great on Steam. Like I've heard people just jumping off of it
Really?
because they were in the ocean and their ship like glitched and they were stuck in the ocean. They lost all their stuff and they're dead. Uh,
Oh, jeez.
so I'm curious to see what's going to happen with this on Switch 2. But I'm pumped for people who are into this. This is a massive time commitment type game for sure.
Yeah. You know what this
Um,
reminds me of? Remember when I was all excited? 2017, the birth of Switch. Pine came out, and it was a game of nothing. This looks like Pine 2, like, but Vikings.
I never played Pine. Was Pine
Don't
a tree
waste your time.
puncher like this?
Kind of, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was just
okay.
you kind of explored and, not really objective, but you did things like it
Yeah.
yeah. Yep.
You wanna make yourself better to do better things type of
Yeah,
game?
kind
Yeah.
of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright, so that's Valheim. We're excited for it, obviously. Uh, Hollow Knight gets a Switch 2 patch. That's pretty cool. I'm not going back to it, but
No. Been there,
nice.
done that. I don't need
Yeah.
to do that myself again, but I thought it was interesting. People seemed interested about it,
Yeah, I mean, that's great. I mean, from a time perspective, right? Silk Song's still
and
top of
it was
mind.
free, right? I believe it was a free
That's
update.
great. What a
Yeah,
studio. Team Cherry knows how to treat their fans well.
they do.
We sure gave them enough money, I guess.
Mm,
Super Bomberman collection.
mm.
So this was cool.
This
All
was
this,
cool.
all the sort of Super Famicom, Super Nintendo Bombermans together with a couple of the Famicom games. Um, I never was a huge Bomberman guy.
Yeah.
I definitely played it when it was around, but I never was good at it. I always kind of played it as like a party game. Never played it like a
Yep.
single player.
I was
What's
a
your
big
history with
Bomberman
Bomberman?
fan, on the Sega Genesis. This used to be one of those games I would rent multiple times from the local store. This is one of those games that if it came out with, like, a Switch 1 launch title with, like, only 3 other games and there was nothing else to get, I'd be excited, like, Bomberman's the one I'm picking up. But the fact that we have all these games right now, I don't think if nostalgia is enough to bring me back at the current moment. Does that make sense?
100%. I thought you were gonna I thought you were gonna tell us about you love Bomberman R when that came out on Switch. Didn't that come out very early on
I
Switch?
think
I think
that
it
and
did.
it wasn't enough to pull me in there
Okay.
either.
Nice. All right,
I'm excited for those though, who like it.
yeah, sweet. All right, awesome. Pragmata. We already chatted a little bit about
Yeah.
Pragmata. Did you try the demo?
No,
Or are you gonna try the demo?
I don't think this is a true
Okay.
game.
Okay. Not enough fantasy for you. Too sci-fi.
Two just eh.
Okay. All right. Moving on.
Yeah.
Turok. I know this is a game that you kind of popped off
Oh,
for a little bit. Turok Origins fall of this year.
this
Looks
looks
pretty cool.
fantastic. I don't know if I knew about this. I maybe I did and I forgot, but this looks like another co-op PvE type style game. hunting dinosaurs. I mean, how cool is that?
Yeah.
Let's do it. I'm
It
in.
looks pretty fun. I'm curious to see if it's going to be crossplay because I think it is coming out on all consoles. It looked pretty decent for Switch for what they were showing. I mean, for sure, I think I saw a little bit of rough edges here and there, but
Yeah, a little bit.
um, it I think it showed well. And I think this audience at Nintendo is the right spot to show off a Turok game. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I thought it was good.
Yeah. Are you going to take the plunge for PGA 2K at $70? This is the next game.
I
that's on our
had
list
all
here.
intentions of picking this up, but I saw the price tag, and damn, price tags don't usually like keep me away that much. I'm not paying $70 for this game. Not when there's this much stuff out, and I know it will drop. Even I was looking at it on the TV, looking at the eShop. My son even said $70. Like he even thought he goes, but wait, it's 2K25, not 2K26. I was like, I know, and it's still $70. And he's like, yeah, I don't get that.
Smart kid.
Yep.
Smart kid. You're teaching him right.
Yep.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I mean, obviously it's a new game for the Switch, so they're going to sell it like a new game price. Yeah, that's just crazy, man. That's just
I know it's
crazy.
tough. It was funny, the Waste Management golf tournament this weekend, and I kept seeing a bunch of people like posts of like waiting in the stands because like you get there early playing PGA 2K of that course. So I thought that was kind of cool, like advertising, like, hey, look, I can play this on the go, like literally on the golf course. So I thought that was pretty neat. But I will pick this up probably at some point. Cruz has spoke highly of this game.
He loves this game, yeah.
So, but I'm not there yet.
Yeah. Reanimal. So from I think the developers that put out Little Nightmares, coming out with a new game, sort of survival or a horror type game, February 13th. So a couple days here. Are you a Little Nightmares guy?
No, this was originally on my watch list, but now that I've seen more, I don't know why it was.
Yeah. This is sort of the perfect game if it comes to PS Plus or any of those services. Like I'll try it there, but I'm not going to go out of my way to get this. Same as you, too much stuff going.
Yeah.
On. I think that's the same day that High on Life 2 comes out later this week. So that's where I will be spending my time.
Nice. That's right. You love that game.
It's so weird. It's great though. Resident Evil stuff is the next item on our list here.
A lot of Resident Evil stuff.
A lot of stuff. We got a Pro controller. We got Requiem coming out.
Mm-hmm. We got
Amiibos coming out later this year, which I think is super weird. But I guess they did the Street Fighter Amiibo, so maybe not too
that's fair
for Capcom. And Resident Evil 7 and 8 are coming to Switch 2 on those dates
9 as well, right?
Yeah,
all the same day.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
A very interesting strategy. Like you would think, like, hey, maybe let's roll out 7 and 8 as a package.
Because who the hell can play that much Resident Evil?
Exactly.
So are you Resident Evil guy?
No, I'm not. No. I'm not.
I used to like Resident Evil Umbrella Chronicles, the one that was the rail shooter. Remember that one with the Wii gun?
Yep.
That was probably the last one I played.
Nice. Beer says me. So I think and who's picking up 7, 8, and 9 all on the same day? I think he's saying me. Okay.
God bless him.
It's got to be one of them. That's it. But yeah, no, I think that's cool. I think honestly, setting it aside, saying I'm not a Resident Evil type guy. Awesome that it's launching day and date on Switch.
That's
cool. Something that we've been asking from Nintendo for years with the Switch 1 that we just weren't seeing at all. And for them to be able to pull that off, I think is impressive in and of itself. Capcom's been a great partner for them. So that's awesome. That's awesome for the RE fans. I think it's super cool that they're still doing Amiibos too, even though it is kind of strange and they're going to be way overpriced. But it's good that still lives for people who want to get the collectible stuff.
That's the only reason people buy them, because no one's buying them for the in-game stuff. Like that.
That's it. Drew, you got to remind me on this Adventures of Elliot game. Sort of the next one that's on our list here. This is sort of number 2 game that I'm most excited for.
Did you play the demo?
I did not.
The demo's fantastic. You should play the demo.
Remember that you
and it's diverse. It's a little bit of everything. But this is essentially like a Link Awakening. I mean, Link to a Past stylish Zelda, but like these 2D HD graphics that everyone's doing nowadays. dungeons, and yeah, the demo was fantastic. It was enough to be like, when is this game coming out? I think the name is odd, but I mean, a name of the game is the name of a game. It's Adventures of Elliot and then some other
Millennium
millennials
Tales.
something. Yeah, but yeah, no, this should be on everyone's radar. You should definitely be checking this out.
I think they did explain that weird title a little bit, and that you're kind of going to different ages of that
Yeah,
same town, right? So, like, whatever they explained, like the
yeah.
dawn of humanity and all these different, elements of it. So I thought that's cool. At least they explained what that was. I don't know if the demo gave you any of that, but that was
It's been a
something new that
while.
I learned.
This is one of those demos that I'll play. I'll start fresh
Nice.
just to remember everything. Yep.
Cool. And then we had several ports sort of round out our list here. I know there were many other
Yeah.
sort of. I was actually laughed at one point in the show. They were like, "Oh, now we've got a number of like anime games." I'm like, "Isn't that what you just showed us?" So, regardless, setting that aside, some really cool ports. Final Fantasy Rebirth comes out June 3rd. Impressive for them to come out
Yeah.
with remake, which we know has been in the works. I think even for original Switch for quite some time. For them to
Mhm.
just turn around a few months later and push out Rebirth is super awesome. I'm very excited for all those who have not gotten a chance to play Rebirth. Um, I did hear that there is a collectible Zack Flair magic card that they're placing into Final Fantasy Rebirth packages.
Ooh,
So to round out your magic collection, that might be one you want to pick up.
I
Because
might have to.
I think on remake they're just putting booster packs in there, so no big deal there. But
Okay.
exclusive Zack Flair
I'm
card
gonna have
in
to try to
Final
get
Fantasy.
that one.
So yeah, keep your eyes out there. But then in terms of other ports, we had closing out the show, Todd Howard from Bethesda tells us that Fallout 4 Anniversary Collection Edition, whatever it is, Anniversary Edition thing,
Yeah.
end of this month, February 24th. Very cool. Indiana Jones gets a date, May
Yeah.
12th,
That's on the
and
radar.
Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, no date, but committed to be this year. So that was something that
You
just
play
dropped.
that one?
No, I never played Skyrim. I never played any of the Elder Scrolls. Heard good
Mm.
things. Our buddy Solo, I know, just played through Oblivion recently, but yeah, I mean, good stuff. We knew indie was coming. We just didn't know when. I don't think. But really cool Fallout.
So
I mean,
how
I
does
think I'm
Elden
excited.
Ring fit into the Elden Scrolls universe? Are they different?
So I will. So this is Elder.
Oh, okay. That was a typo
Yeah,
on my part. So
yeah,
they're completely different games.
completely different. Completely different. Yep,
That makes sense.
solve that mystery.
Simple.
Yeah, yeah, simple. So yeah, any of these interest you at all?
Indiana Jones, definitely. I think
Great game.
I mean, I want to play Final Fantasy games. I just gotta find the right time. I probably should have played that over Dragon Quest just because it's shorter. But
Yeah, it's probably about a third of the time.
but here we are. But here
Here,
we are.
here we are. Well, if you change your mind, you've got several months before June, and then you can pick Rebirth right up from there.
Mhm.
So I think you've got some good questions here. We talked
Yes.
about the games that showed up at this third party partner showcase, but some big misses too, right?
Mhm.
Slay the Spire 2, not
Now,
there.
we have a rumor that's supposed to be March, right? Or
I thought so.
I thought March was that, but
I thought so. I thought so
this
too.
this was the time to show it.
This was the time, and maybe it's just launching on PC now, and it's going to take some time. I
Maybe.
don't recall if Slay the Spire originally was a PC game and then was ported, or if it
Yeah, I
came to
don't know.
every platform from the onset. I think I wasn't plugged in at that point in time, so I'm not sure.
Yep.
But yeah, two other FromSoft games, not a word from either, which that was sort of a letdown for me. I'm a big fan of Dustbloods. That's
Me
sort of
too.
where my heart
I
is
mean,
at. I would love to get
I
into that
have
game.
like two buddies who said like they're gonna buy Switch 2 for Dust Bloods. Like that's how big it is. And
Yeah,
yet we haven't heard boo since the Switch 2 announcement trailer or
I
whatever
know,
the
it's
hell it
crazy.
was.
It's crazy. I can't believe they didn't even tell us anything like, "Hey, we're still working on it," or a new
Nothing.
date, or just a trailer with no date. Nothing, which I thought was
Mhm.
really strange. Makes me nervous, to be honest,
I agree.
and makes me even more nervous that we didn't hear about Elden Ring. This was a
What's
game
up
that they
with
were
that?
showing off a year ago,
What's up
basically.
with that? I want to
They
play
can't
Elden.
they
I
I
want
know
to
you
play
do.
it. When Elden Ring comes out, Ambo, like this is stop everything and play it on the Switch.
Yeah,
Like this is
it
like
needs to
if
be.
it
It's
like
that good. It's a
Dragon Quest would be put
generational
on
type
hold.
game.
Yes.
Yeah. Get out of here, Arc Raiders. It's Elden Ring time.
This would do it, I think.
It
Though I
would.
could just go play it on PlayStation 5 right now, but here we
That's
are.
true.
But here we are.
Listen, you've put a stake in the ground, or you dug your foot in, whatever
I
that
did.
saying is.
Yep.
You're saying I'm going to play this on Switch too, and good for you. I want you to be able to play this game, Drew. Where is it? Where is
Mm,
Elden Ring? It's not
I
here.
agree.
So I hope that means that they're optimizing, that they're going to make this a great experience for players, and they just need a little bit more time. But just tell us a little bit. FromSoft, what are you doing?
Mm.
So that was the Nintendo third party direct showcase, whatever they want to call it. Cool. Couple things there I'm definitely excited for. I think the general consensus was not super positive on that. I think generally the third party
Yeah,
ones are like the ones that people are like meh on generally.
it was fun. And I wonder if like Duskbloods and Elden Ring, like, are they holding off for like a Nintendo Direct to show those off?
Oh yeah, you know what? Maybe.
Like
Maybe.
this
I
Nintendo
like
wants the credit.
I like your theory on that one. If you had to put a letter grade on this partner direct, what would you do? What would you give it?
I mean, there wasn't a lot of new stuff, but I don't think it was I don't think it was as bad as everybody said it was. I mean, there's a lot of games that I wrote here that I think are interesting. Orbitals, not great, but I'm going to buy it. Um, Turret, interested in. PGA, interested. Adventures of Elliot, yes. Final Fantasy, Fallout, Indiana Jones. Oh, I mean, I give it a B. I give it a B.
You know what? I'm right there with you too. I was
I
gonna
don't think
say
it was
B.
that bad.
Yeah, you know what? I There's not a lot of stuff for me here. So
Yeah,
setting that aside, kind of
yeah,
looking at the whole package. Hey, if I was somebody who just had a Switch 2, seeing this list of games is exciting. This is stuff for single console owners
yeah.
on the Nintendo side to actually be excited about and be
A
able to
little bit of
experience
everything.
a breadth of several different games. More anime games than you can handle,
I
plus a
mean,
bunch of other good stuff.
the Resident Evil, Final Fantasy, Fallout, Indiana Jones. Those are big games.
Huge
Huge
titles,
titles on the Switch
and
too.
yeah, and I think some of them get a little bit of hey, these are ports, fair,
Yeah.
but you can play them here for the first time, right? It's
Mhm.
not like an old Mario Wonder with a tack on.
That stuff pisses me off more than
You know what
anything.
I mean?
That pisses me off.
Same. But yeah, no, I thought it was okay. It could have definitely been better with a couple of these other games that weren't there. But
Mhm.
I like your theory. I'm hopeful. I'm going to hold out hope that they're going to treat us right at the next
I think so.
true
I'm
Nintendo.
hoping so.
But interesting enough, later that day,
Mhm.
coming off of the direct, we had this big announcement from PlayStation, and of course, it's on their blog. But we did get a video. There's a new game in the Horizon universe coming out called Horizon Hunters Gathering. Um, Kind of hate the name. I'm not going to
Yeah.
lie. I think the
I
name is very clunky.
There's
I'm going
time
to
for that
try.
to change. Time for that to change.
Maybe. I'm just gonna. I think if we cut the Horizon piece off, it flows a little bit better. Hunters Gathering sounds
It's still
better.
weird.
It's
I
still a
feel like
little
it's two
weird.
separate things. You're either a
It is,
hunter or you're a gatherer. You don't
and
do
I think they're
both.
playing with that a little bit. But regardless, setting the name aside, this game looks awesome.
It does.
I am super pumped for this.
I
This is
love the
supposed
art
to be
style. Art style's fantastic. I love this art style. My favorite art
yes.
style.
Yeah, so it's like I don't want to call it because I think that's just generic calling it like a Fortnite like art style, but it's very colorful. It's very splashy and stylish. For sure is more cartoony than the original Horizon games. But I think that's a good thing. I
Yeah,
think
I do
that
too.
gives them more room to work with, be a little bit more outside of the box, a little bit more creative, a little bit more wacky with some of the character designs. Like we've gotten several different characters that they've showed off. But to back up for a second here, so this is a three-player co-op game set in the Horizon universe. It's going to be canon. Whatever story they're telling you is going to be canon to the Horizon story. Which, Drew, I know you're new to the PlayStation universe, but there's been
Yep.
two Horizon games thus far. Zero Dawn, which came out I think the same day or the same week as Breath of the Wild,
Mhm.
and then Forbidden West, which is the more recent game
Yep.
that came out early on in the PlayStation 5 life cycle. Really awesome open world
They look great.
action games. Super fun
Game
to
I feel
play.
like I would like. Yep.
I think you would like these. Main character there is Aloy.
Yep.
You see a little bit of Aloy in this trailer, but
Yep.
it's Erend who is one of like the NPC main characters that you deal with, is sort of narrating through a lot of the trailer, basically saying like, "Hey, there's a new machine threat, and we've got to pull all the best hunters together to go and
Mhm.
combat the threat here." So the setup is strikingly similar to Elden Ring Night Rain, which I thought was
Okay.
crazy. Just
Reminds me a lot of Star Wars Hunters too, between like the
yeah.
graphics and
Yeah,
stuff.
people have been saying that and calling it a Monster Hunter like because you're going
Yeah.
to fight
Yep.
these big machines. I'm sort of just because of my experience, definitely more on the Night Rain side of it. Night Rain was a three-player co-op game. Um, you're doing roguelike decision making like Night Rain, right? You're beating a boss, you're beating a sub objective, and you're getting a choice of three different power ups to sort of craft your build for that specific run. And you're making those decisions along with your teammates to help each other. What I thought was really cool is they sort of, I don't know if they explicitly stated it, but for sure each one of the different hunters is going to have a different role that they're playing, whether it's more of like a tank like character or
Yeah,
a
I like that. Yep.
tactician or a DPS type person. And they really kind of talked about, hey, go in and sort of play off of each other's strengths and weaknesses to be, the best hunting crew that you can together, which I thought was really cool.
Yep. Agreed.
Um, which Elden Ring, Night Rain had some of that, for sure, some of those synergy things, but you kind of were doing your own thing and just collectively trying to kind of
Mm.
kick ass. This seems more like, hey, you might want to
Team.
coordinate a
Yeah.
little bit more, or like, hey, if I'm going to pick this
Which I
power
like.
up,
I like that.
absolutely, I think this is something you and I can definitely
Oh, I
get
think
into
I'll be
for sure.
locked in on this one 100% launch day.
Yeah, it looks awesome. I think the other cool thing here is that they announced at least 2 game modes.
Mm.
So Night Rain had that one game mode. Basically, it's a Fortnite like or battle royale type map where you have the
Yep.
whole map and then it closes in, the circle gets smaller and it culminates on this boss battle. They're doing a similar thing here. That's one of the modes they called it. I forget exactly
Me too. Yep.
what it was called, but that's mode 1. The other mode is that you're going into the cauldron, which are basically that's where the
Yeah.
machines get built. And it's a little bit of a longer um play
Floor like
session.
dungeon. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, and you're going floor to floor to floor, and you're trying to clear out as far as you can and probably fight something big at the bottom of it, but the setup was different, right? You're not managing this map and, like, kind of
And they said this was
exploring.
just two. There was a lot more modes
It
as
sounds
well.
like there's more to come. They've announced, there's gonna be a play test at the end of this month.
Yes,
I think you and I have both signed up for the
I
beta
did.
program, which hopefully that gets us in. I'm sure there's all kinds of NDAs and whatever stuff that we'll have to agree to if we get into
Mhm.
this playtest. So I'm curious to see what we can share if we get in there. But now I've got my mind like, oh my gosh, are they going to be at PAX? Like, how cool would that be?
Oh my
Like,
god, that could be a huge booth.
is that going to be my Night Rain experience this year? I don't want to get too far over my skis with that, but I'm like, the
Listen,
timing
we're there.
works.
We got 2
The
days.
timing works.
Whew.
So
I'm pumped.
so
I'm ready for Patisse this year because I was limited. I was limited last time, Hambone. I was there for 1 day. I was only a Nintendo fan.
mhm.
Now we got PlayStation, we got Magic, we got Nintendo.
Oh,
Man, it's gonna be trouble for Drew.
absolutely. But yeah, man. So that's Horizon Hunters Gathering. Anything else from your end?
Well, no, they also released last week for Nintendo, right? Disney Afternoon Arcade. I know Cruz
Yes.
recently was streaming this the other day, and I was like, I don't know if I've ever played that game, and that game looks fun. So this should be a pickup. Maybe it depends on. I mean, I did a lot of stuff going on, but I'm glad it's come to the Switch.
Yeah, I have it on PlayStation. I bought it.
Yeah,
It's one of my first PlayStation
yeah.
purchases when I got the PlayStation 5, and I just dinked around with some Chip and Dale and that kind of
Oh
stuff.
yeah, classics.
Yeah, so those were games that were announced and or have come out. Just today, there's going to be a state of play on Thursday. So PlayStation State of Play, 5 o'clock Eastern, an hour long presentation they've
Ooh,
got for us. I'm super excited. I'm excited for Drew. This is his first PlayStation State of Play as a
yeah.
PlayStation owner. So we can pull you in, have a little chat. Maybe that's some fodder for our next pod. Maybe that's something that we can get back together and do a little recap over the weekend. We'll have to see
Yep,
how that all plays out. But
absolutely.
I'm excited. Anything on your mind that you're like, "Oh,
Yeah,
I wanna
there's
see,"
there's
or
there's there's one little thing. There's only one thing that I want to see here, one answer. There's the big rumor going on. It's been going around for a while now. We need our open world Lord of the Rings game, Hambone. They say the makers of Hogwarts Legacy has been working on Lord of the Rings. Show it to me. Let me see it. I want to make it playable at Patsy's. I need to see this thing. Let's go.
incredible. What a pull. What a
That's
pull.
it.
That was not on my list. I'll say that.
That's what I want to see. Release of it.
That's a really, really good pull. So yeah, I mean it's a chance, right? They've got PlayStation first party stuff,
Yep.
partner stuff, indie stuff. So sky's the limit. Get your hopes up,
Get them high.
get them high. So yeah, so that's Thursday.
But to your point, I'm excited because I think a lot of the stuff that we're seeing now has potential of being playable at PAX East, and I think that gets me excited.
Yeah, I am excited. I did check earlier this week. I have not checked today, but I'm basically hitting the refresh on the PAX East Expo floor. Excited to see who's going to be there from a publisher standpoint. List is not out yet. Usually like 6-ish
Yeah,
weeks
super
prior
soon.
to the show, so we're coming up. We're coming up
We're
on there.
close.
So yeah, they'll be here before we know it. So that's it.
Sweet.
All right.
That's it.
Anything else? Yeah,
That's
I
it.
think
That's all I got.
that's it. That's what we got. All right, boys and girls, and viewers around the world, all 10 of you. That's going to be a wrap for tonight's 8-Bit Clubhouse podcast. Thanks so much for tuning in. Give some love to Kuz, some safe travels home.
Yeah.
Drew, thank you as always. And thank you, listener, for being here with us. We will catch you next time. Don't forget to leave us reviews, 5 stars, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Drop those comments in YouTube. Every little bit helps. You guys are awesome. And we'll see you in the club next time.
Peace.
See you guys.